treasurer's report.
Nothing significant to report for the month of August. I did verbally ask the board in the August meeting if they had any thoughts on the disbursement of the tax revenue that we received in July. And hearing nothing from any of the board members, I will just distribute that to the funds via the budget that was proposed. With the one exception, and we can certainly discuss it and may come up later tonight, but the law enforcement fund, that fund for the last 2 years has received monies, but it hasn't spent any. So I don't know that we need to disperse that money into there. So I'll look for guidance on that from you, if you have any. Other than that, starting the year-end process, kind of close out, just start to reconcile stuff and everything. It's fine. And I just want to add too, if at any time anyone ever has any questions, specifically, feel free to call me or talk to me or call me at home. So,
Mr. Chair, I have a question for the treasurer.
yep.
Did you ever find out the discrepancy in the law enforcement fund that was said?
I did not, but I figured that would come up in old business if you have anything to do with it.
I actually only had a chance to look back on the last month, so.
Mr. Chairman, may I ask the treasurer, what is the effect of the levy passed on Tuesday, 56.50 for the fire hall? How is that going to affect next year's finances? Because that's less than we should have got back.
Well,
Still in a manageable situation.
I was not able to attend the meeting on Tuesday, so I have not seen everything from Tuesday's night. But in general terms, I understand the levy was about half of what the costs are going to be.
That's correct.
And, you know, as of this point in time, you know, costs, the checks haven't been written yet. So on a cash flow basis, I mean, we're doing fine. When those checks get written, we'll ultimately determine, you know, the effect of essentially half the levy being passed for the total expenses. Pardon?
One of those is actually.
Okay. And really to answer your question though, that being said, we are in a financial position to write a check for the other half of those expenses out of the general fund and still have a working balance that's reasonable. And we have not yet, as of this point, touched either of the two $40,000 CDs. So they are there to be cashed also if we determine.
You're comfortable that it hasn't caused any distress?
Yeah, not at this point. I mean, barring any other unforeseen costs, we should be able to cash flow through next year without a problem.
Thank you.
And like I say, we still do have those two $40,000 CDs, total of 80,000 sitting in CDs. So.
Thank you.
Okay. Just further clarification too, to give you a rough idea and everybody out here, our ending balance on 8/12, the business checking account, was approximately $120,000. And that balance, you know, since I've been treasurer, I've seen it range from 80 to about 130,000. So at any point in time, we have that much money actually sitting in the checking account. So we can absorb a short-term cost, you know, knowing that we're going to get that money back in another levy the following year or something like that.
So would it be your recommendation that next year the balance of what has been spent on this program be also levied?
I'd rather not comment on that because it'd just be a personal opinion, and like I said, I haven't seen the full minutes from the meeting on Tuesday, so.
But you're the manager of the money.
Well, I go by the board's direction. I don't make those decisions. I do what the board tells me to do. I am the manager of the board's decision-making process. I implement it, but I don't make the decision.
I think my point is that you are the expert that can stand in front of the people and argue what money is where and what's in distress or not, and who's playing shell games with what, and when it all comes out looking good, then they can say, yes, no, maybe.
With what has been done, half the levy approved. Worst case scenario, if the other half wasn't approved, we could write a check for the balances and still carry on our business. We wouldn't have the obvious cushion that we do now for any unexpected expenses, but we could do it.
Thank you.
That's the big thing. We don't know what's going to happen between now and then.
Right.
Correspondence.
We've had 7 items through snail mail, one from St. Louis County Planning and Development, variance application for Ian Backstrom. He is adding a garage and it's a clearance item. From the Duluth Budgeteer News, a letter on moving out their offices. We received that simply because they used to be our legal paper. From Grand Lake Township, a newsletter from Popper. Economic Resource Management, a newsletter from Genesee Community, a newsletter from the Man Association, notice for the District 10 meeting, and from St. Louis County Planning and Development, various applications for Vincent and Lillian Represh had to deal with their shoreline clearance. Then, in response to the whole truck issue that came up in the newsletter, we received 2 emails, both from Rosie and Brian Tony, one concerning the Clearwater Lake. They asked us to go ahead and help with this because they were concerned that there would be no trout stocking of the lake. And then they forwarded to me one from Desiree Hendrickson, who is the Duluth Area Fisheries Supervisor, which says in part, we have not discontinued stocking on Clearwater, nor do we plan to discontinue stocking anytime in the future. This is a high priority lake, which as you mentioned, supports trout very well. They have, however, discontinued some of the others in the area, which they thought that might have been where the fish used to lake. So there will still be trout in Clearwater Lake. The beaver got shot, so there's still trout. They also sent me a picture of the beaver. So. One picture of the beaver, one picture of the trout, and one picture of a sign for pottage.
Blue bills.
We agree with that.
Actually, one extra. It was for the presentation at the annual meeting back in March. For 40 years of community service. Because he knew I was going to be there, he didn't show up. We're going to have to be the last week here. So, what day it is.
Mr. Chairman, may I comment on the SJA bill? That's the second piece of the pie for the work that they've contracted, unless construction is financed. They have one subcontractor, and I think that the standing bill of that subcontractor is $750, which logically you would see for action. But